Hey guys, I'm Igor from Noblex Solutions and check out what we have here. That's a new W6 scooter from Widewheel. Widewheel is a relatively new brand in the electric scooter industry, but hey, they started out really well. In terms of price to specs ratio, the W6 is one of the most competitive price scooters on the market. For $1,500 you get a 40-mile-per-hour scooter with a decent battery and bunch of high-end features. Today we will be reviewing the Widewheel W6 and showing you some of its amazing specs and features. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, smash the subscribe and like buttons. It helps us to provide you with the best possible content. Also, make sure to keep an eye on our channel to stay updated on the new videos. Now let's get started. We have broken down our review into 5 categories: design and build quality, performance, ride quality, pros and cons, and finally the conclusion. It's hard not to notice the scooter's solid build. It's built like a tank. Here, take a look at the scooter's stem. You can see it has a really solid structure. There is absolutely no stem wobble or any kind of flexing. The scooter also features an improved folding system with 3-step process. With the latches attached here, the folding mechanism feels super stable and reliable. We've never seen anything like that before. The scooter features 10-inch tires that are pretty wide, about 4 inches I would say. It's got a massive kickstand, footrest, and those outstanding lights. There is a rear light and really bright front light as well. That's some really good stuff here. The controls on the handlebars are pretty much standard. You can switch between 3 speed gears. It also has buttons to switch between dual or single motor. You also have an option to switch between eco and turbo mode. The main display here shows your speed, battery charge, current mileage, and so on. It's also very bright, so you're not going to experience any issues with the display visibility even on sunny days. And with the maximum rider's weight of 150 kilograms or 330 pounds, it's perfect whether you're a heavy or lightweight rider. And now to the most exciting part, its performance. Widewheel W6 is not extremely fast, but it's more than enough. During our test ride, we easily managed to get it to 40 miles per hour. Actually, that's pretty enough even for the most advanced riders. If you seek thrills and that adrenaline rush, you just might find it in the W6. The scooter is powered by 2000-watt dual-drive motors and a 52 20.4 amp-hour battery, meaning that its performance is perfect for city rides and great for off-roading. Actually, its acceleration power is pretty impressive. 40 miles per hour for this kind of scooter is no joke. Not surprisingly, we experienced no difficulties with hill climbing during our tests. By the way, it has 2 charging ports. This means that with 2 chargers, the scooter gets fully charged in about 5 hours. The W6 has fully hydraulic brakes at the back and disc brakes in the front. It's a bit strange that they decided to opt for this weird combination, but actually both brakes work great and feel very sharp. Down here you can see 2 hydraulic shock absorbers in the back and the motorcycle type oil suspension in the front. We tested the scooter pretty much everywhere we could. Off-roading, jumping off the curbs, basically anything you can think of. And in comparison to those other cheap electric scooters brands out there, the suspension used here is great. The scooter's handlebars are foldable. The deck space is massive. And we also have a footrest here. One special thing about this model, they have put the controller in the footrest box. This made us wonder if it was sturdy enough. Our test rides convinced us that the footrest is actually solid as hell. Overall, it didn't disappoint us in terms of riding comfort. It's important to point out that the W6 suffers in terms of portability. Given the scooter's build and size, it can be considered portable. But oh well, it was never advertised as a compact scooter. Instead, we would say it leans towards the high performance spectrum. Over here, we will choose high performance over portability, any day, anytime. Another thing that we don't like is that you can control the stem and footrest lights, but for the most part this is not a huge deal. Let's quickly talk about the design. It's not the most refined scooter, but really it all comes down to your personal preferences. And the last one, the scooter's footrest can be pretty complicated at times. You will need some time to get used to it. It would feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but after some time your rear foot would naturally find the right position for riding. Interestingly, during our tests, I didn't feel the need to place my foot on the footrest at all. The ride was very stable and comfortable, and by the way, I didn't experience any speed wobble. If you want to buy a solid, fast, all-terrain scooter for both commuting and off-roading, all within a limited budget, then we believe the Widewheel W6 is a hell of a deal. Riding a scooter like this feels super enjoyable. If those little issues mentioned before are not a deal breaker for you, then you will love this beast. The speed, comfort and the range is there. It's got everything you need. We hope you enjoyed our Widewheel W6 review. Let us know what scooter you want us to review next. We will be making more in-depth reviews, so show us some love and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for our next videos. Ride safe and see you next time.